Am I the asshole for getting the police involved when my roommate took my cat? I, female 22, lost my remaining adoptive parent last year. Dad was my only family. His brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, wanted nothing to do with me. They never saw me as family, and after my dad's death they cut me out completely. And took everything that belonged to my dad, and I was able to keep some things to remember him with. It's hard not having him here. Especially during the holidays. I got no family. No grandparents, no one to wish me Merry Christmas or surprise me with a gift. All I have is Tommy. My cat. He's so adorable and he makes me happy whenever I'm upset or crying. I'm currently living with my roommate. We both pay rent equally. I should mention that Tommy and I were here before her. She knew about Tommy and didn't mind moving in a month ago. But she started complaining about him and made him feel uncomfortable with her treatment. She'd tell me to find a home for him instead of having him live at the apartment, and tried to find him a new owner multiple times before, and I told her to stop. Tommy isn't hers. She posted a photo of him on Facebook saying she was looking for an owner. I found that out the day before Christmas. She took Tommy and left the apartment. I wasn't there when that happened and I freaked out. I started calling her number telling her to come back with Tommy or I'll call the police. Her sister got involved and told me that what she did was wrong, but calling the cops over this was too much. I yelled at them both and told them to go bring Tommy back the same day. I ended up calling the police on her. I got Tommy back and my roommate got in an argument with the landlord because the police were involved. She, her sister and a few mutual friends are calling me names saying it was awful of me to go to the police and causing this huge issue. Completely forgetting that she tried to give Tommy to a new owner and not let me so end the holidays with him. They're telling me I overreacted and handled it poorly. Not the asshole. She stole your cat. What kind of person does that? Not the asshole. Either you or your roommate need to move out ASAP. Given what she did and her subsequent reaction, she is absolutely going to try this again. In the meantime, if Tommy isn't microchipped, he needs to be. I do not usually advocate for this, but Tommy needs to stay in your room, with a lock on the door that only you can unlock, until you are no longer living with this person. Short-term unfair treatment to the cat is worth it until you know you can keep him safe and with you, because your roommate is going to try this again and again until she either succeeds or one of you moves out. She stole from you. Who does her sister expect you to call? The fucking Ghostbusters? Not the asshole. Glad you got him back. Not the asshole. You should also look if there is any way to get rid of the roommate. I have a feeling that if she did that, God knows what else she'd do, maybe even poison him or some messed up shit. Not the asshole. Your roommate is insane. Not the asshole. She stole your cat, your only family, and tried to give him away. Your roommate is a terrible person. Her sister and friends are just as bad. How on earth does someone that entitled and awful even have friends? I'd be looking for a new roommate. Not the asshole. I'd actually need the police to haul me off this roommate if it were my cat she'd stolen and done who knows what with. You did completely the right thing to get Tommy back, swiftly. If you'd faffed around, who knows what could have happened to him. He could have been dumped in a kill shelter or on the streets. By the way, Merry Christmas, and I hope 2021 is good to you and Tommy, and that you'll both find yourselves surrounded by good, decent, caring people instead of that vile roommate and those cruel relatives of your dad's. Not the asshole. Speak to your landlord. You are no longer safe living there or having this person as a roommate. If that person does not leave, you need to find another accommodation. Not the asshole. That roommate needs to go. She stole your cat and tried to give it away. This is not someone who you want to continue being around. She's lucky that she wasn't arrested and booted from the apartment. Not the asshole. Pets are family. She tried taking and kidnapping your family. That's deeply messed up. Not the asshole. She knew the cat was part of the roommate package. She repeatedly tried to get rid of the cat without your consent. You technically used the police for what they're for in this case, theft, catnapping. In your shoes, I'd be speaking to the landlord about your roommate's illegal behavior and seeing if you can separate the lease to no longer live together. For some property managers, landlords, that'd be enough to evict her, as a violation of her lease. In the meantime, Don't let her have access to your cat as much as possible, because she'll do it again, as she's proven. Not the asshole. Your roommate deserved what she got. I'm amazed she even has any friends. What an entitled, selfish, unfeeling Not the asshole. Get your cat chipped. Throw out the roommate. She has created an unsafe environment to you and is now a proven thief. You are not obligated to have a thief in your living space. Her sister, that is okay with her stealing and possibly selling your belongings, can take her in. Not the asshole. You handled it horribly, for them. You handled it exactly right for a sane person. I'm sorry people are trying to take advantage of you. Get that person out of your house. Not the asshole. You called the police, which is the appropriate level of pissed off when someone steals from you, especially when it is a pet. And don't let them for you to get rid of your cat, as you said that cat was here before her. She doesn't get a say if he stays or not. Also, never leave Tommy alone with her ever again. She and her sister seem unhinged enough to try this again in the future. Not the asshole. If someone took my cat, the police would need to be called because I would fucking kill them. Not the asshole. I would have done the same. Get a new roommate. Not the asshole. The ones calling you names are a-holes. You don't mess with someone else's animals, period. Not the asshole. She stole your cat. I would have drowned her in the bathtub. My cats are my kids, bite me. Pets aren't kids, people, and if I came home to find out she just rehomed them, she'd be lucky to not be dead. Terrible roommate. That's a gut reaction above. In thinking calmly and rationally, she stole something of yours and basically gave it away. Had no intention of returning it. That is a situation in which contacting the police is warranted. It's her own fault that the landlord got involved after a crime was committed. Her theft. Not the asshole. X 10,000. I hope Tommy isn't too shook up over all this and you guys spent some quality time together once you got him back. Not the asshole. Roommate needs to be evicted for theft. Contact the landlord and start the eviction. Not the asshole. She stole something, tried to sell stolen goods and now is angry she narrowly avoided legal ramifications. She knew what she was getting into and likely always thought she could just get rid of the cat. This is likely in breach of tenancy agreement in some capacity. Speak to the landlord about having her evicted, or you leaving. Inform her all communication will be through text or email from now on. Contact shelters and local cat groups on Facebook etc. with a picture of Tommy and what she has repeatedly tried to do. Not the asshole. Oh, I would have committed crimes myself if anyone took my cat. Good on you for just calling the cops. Not the asshole. She stole your pet from you. That's insane. Calling the police was the right thing to do. You got Tommy back. Who knows what would have happened if you had just tried to handle the situation yourself. You need to kick her out or move. Not the asshole. You handled the situation perfectly. Not the asshole. Your roommate is the one who overreacted here. She should not have posted a Facebook ad without your permission, much less taken the cat away from you. There were so many better ways she could have handled this, and it sounds like she chose the most selfish and harmful courses of action possible. Like, if she really needed the cat gone, which it sounds like she didn't. By the way, I can think of a lot of better steps she could have taken that would have been kinder to you than the ones you described. I'm sorry you were put in this position. Good luck. Not the asshole. Roommate is a thief and is not to be trusted. Not the asshole. She stole your cat to give away. Drop her. Not the asshole. I would have gone John Wick. Absolutely not the asshole. Hopefully you can get your roommate out of the apartment or find a new place for you and Tommy to live because it's not safe for Tommy to keep living with her. If someone tried to steal my cats, the police would be the least of their worries. No effing way would I let them get away with it. Kick her out or leave yourself. Absolutely not the asshole. Not the asshole. Sue her and kick her out. The nerve. Well, if the cops thought it was not a police matter, they wouldn't have come. Plus, you got the cat back when you may not have gotten it back without their involvement. Ergo you didn't overreact. Not the asshole. She's gonna, accidentally, lose your cat if you don't talk to your landlord and try to get her out of there. NTA though. Ask the landlord to kick her out and get a restraining order. Make sure there is a lock on your door and put the cat in your room and lock the door if you go out until she is gone for good. Absolutely not the asshole. If anyone was to take my dog like that, they would be very bad, so you behaved appropriately by engaging with the police. I would have pressed charges. She stole your property and could have sold them too. If someone tried to take my cat, I'd be the one ending up getting arrested for what I'd done to them. No one would get away with touching my fur babies. Absolutely not the asshole, and she's lucky that having the police called on her is the worst that happened. Not the asshole, you literally had your cat stolen, and while calling the cops to intervene is a drastic measure, it's entirely your right. Don't listen to people arguing about the efficacy of calling the police when you were robbed, especially when your roommate has shown that she'll take any number of measures to get rid of the cat. Not the asshole. You need to move out or get her to move out ASAP, poor Tommy. Can we get a picture of the precious floofer? Not the asshole. She attempted to remove your beloved pet from your company permanently. She was going to give him to a stranger and not tell you where he was. She was told to stop. She was told to return him. She was told you'd call the cops. There are consequences for actions. She had ample warning of what hers would be. NTA, you handled it nice. If my roommate tried to steal my cat to rehome it, I would resort to violence. In my eyes, it's almost like a kid is stolen. And I feel this way even though I don't even have any pets. Not the asshole, your roommate is a thief and deserves whatever consequences come from her selfish actions. Not the asshole. Attempting to find a home for a pet that isn't hers and then running off with your cat is not only illegal, but a totally dick move to do. Not the asshole. I would take a picture of roommate and post it on social media saying, looking for a new home. Also, if anyone knows about a new roommate, that would be great. I kid. Don't actually do this, but seriously, you need to kick your roommate out and find someone else to live with who respects you and your cat. Treating anyone this way is super wrong, but especially considering what you've been through, you should so not have to deal with this kind of stress and drama. I hope things look up for you, and watch out for Tommy, though it's obvious to already do. Not the asshole. Prosecute her to the fullest extent you can, and do your best to get her evicted. NTA, heck, it's not a cat, it's a family member. If it was me, I would be going crackers on her. Not the asshole. Your roommate literally stole from you. This is what the police are for. The unreasonable act was taking your cat and giving it to new owners. Not the asshole. They stole your cat. They are insane if they think they are in the right. Not the asshole. Stealing a pet, aka family member, is kidnapping in my book. What did that expect? Not the asshole, X infinity. She's a cat burglar. Not the asshole.